Hello, Internet. Welcome back. I know that it's been a good little while, but I mean, what's a month, right? Anyways, it's the end of February, Black History Month, and I want to go ahead and give one last final hurrah to the culture set. Now, for those of you who are unaware, I have a Instagram page at Johnson Collects. It'll probably be like right here. And with that, for the entire month of February, I have been highlighting and showcasing my black action figures and a few other special type of figures that I consider eligible for this display. Basically, these are black characters from media popular culture, characters that were portrayed by black actors, animated characters that were voiced by black voiceover artists. And this is just my ability to showcase them and display and then basically show all of the range, the highs, the lows, and everything in between of black people in popular culture through action figures. And it's just something that's been very special to me and that I've been happy to share with everyone. And so basically, I kind of wanted to, in a similar vein to my top 10 action figure videos, if you saw any of those from last year, I kind of just wanted to throw all of these into my booth here, talk about them a little bit by bit, bring them out one by one until I get down to maybe like the top 3 or 5, and then we'll just kind of let those stand as my favorites that represent the set in its entirety and everything that I love about it. But so, yeah, there's a whole lot of figures here. I actually picked up a good portion of these this month, and I've just been having a lot of fun posing them around, shooting photography with them. Once again, all of that is at the Johnson Collects Instagram, so follow that page to get some more out of this besides this video. Leave a like and a comment and share this video. And yeah, let's go ahead and have some fun with these. Okay, so coming back into normal here. Obviously, there is a lot here to depict from, just like it is with the regular top 10 list. Pay no mind to the order. And yeah, I mean, it's just hard to rank certain stuff because, I mean, obviously, a figure like Val, I literally got in the mail today when I shot this, so it's kind of unfair to throw her in with all of this and say, hey, are you one of the 5 best figures that I own right now? Like, I've barely even had a chance to sit her and play with her. I mean, obviously, though, I mean, it's not the best likeness to the actress who played Val in Solo: A Star Wars Story, and the gun doesn't really hold that well in her trigger hand, so she's kind of an easy out. But anyways, let's get back to the regular speed of things. And that's where the line in the sand was drawn with people who were watching this video. LOL. Oh, the growing pains of doing stuff with action figures. How does Dan in the photo booth do this? Shoutouts to Toy Galaxy. Alright, let's try and set some of these back up a little bit normal. So this is pretty much the main group of people that I've been working with for the majority of this month. And so yeah, I mean, familiarity bias is totally intact and I'm absolutely aware of that. But I mean, even with a figure like War Machine that was in my top 10 action figure videos of 2020 list, and if you haven't checked that out, you should check it out. I'll have it in the cards right over there. I mean, I actually haven't actually grabbed him and played with him at all this month, but I mean, obviously, it was because I was giving more attention to other things in the set that I haven't had that much time with. Considering the fact that I was prioritizing doing the top 10 list last year. But even a figure like Mace Windu, I mean, that Samuel L. Jackson likeness, it blows the Marvel Legends Nick Fury one out of the water. Don't know how well you can actually see that. But, yeah, I don't really have that huge of a connection to Star Wars, so he's kind of an easy pull. And if I was going to keep one Star Wars figure, it probably would have been Mace, so Moff Gideon is a pretty other easy out. What can I say? I really like my actual superheroes versus space wizards. Let's get T'Challa in a more erect posture. I actually really like this Night Nurse figure. I think that the likeness to Rosario Dawson is perfect for it. I mean, I just wish that the show would have done her a little more justice. Oh yeah, I keep staring at Prowler, and I don't know why I haven't pulled either of these yet. I mean, everybody has said their piece about this one, but this one, it just really kind of sucked the wind out of my sails, especially with the fact that the arms don't come all the way down. So, I mean, at least with that, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I kind of personally like the comic version a little bit more than the Spider-Verse version, even though this is the superior version. But that's just me. Neither here nor there. T'Chaka. I love this character. I love this suit. Don't really love this figure. So, he's kind of an easy pull. Vader is kind of an interesting pick because, I mean, obviously, Darth Vader is not black. Anakin Skywalker is not a black man, but there is no Darth Vader without the voice of James Earl Jones, who is black, and there is no Star Wars without the story and the tragedy of Darth Vader. Like, pretty much the entire first 6 movies are built around him. And so, yeah, I mean, I really like, this is obviously probably going to be the best Vader figure I'll ever own, because like I said, I'm not really into Star Wars like that. Who to pick? Now, obviously, Spawn is a great figure, and obviously because he was another contender in my top 10 list. But this is where that split in mentality is actually going to happen, because as great of a figure as this is, I don't really have that deep of a connection to Spawn. So he's kind of a surprising one to let go. But I just feel like there are better figures of characters that I like more here, and I kind of want to focus on that a little bit. Marvel Legends Heimdall. Really great to finally get him. Surprised it honestly took as long as it did. I would love to get the version of him with his horns, but, you know, his helmet. But we'll probably never see the light of day of that, so just be grateful for the one we got. These Jazzwares UFC figures were a lot of fun last year. These are apparently a limited edition. I mean, they've got butterfly joints and they've got cloth, they've got soft goods garments on them. And they were still for $20, which I felt like was a really good deal. Came with alternate hands, came with a extra head portrait with him with his mouth open like screaming. And then they decided to do a whole new set of UFC figures with no butterfly joints, painted on shorts, and then they were in the wrong scale. They upgraded them to 6.5 versus 6-inch scale. And I'm trying not to let that absurd decision on Jazzwares and not really sway how I feel about this one way or the other, but I mean, also, I mean, they misspelled his tattoo. There's like 4 P's in that when there should only be like 3. But they did that for the sake of the joint, which I can understand. And I mean, if I'm trying to talk this much into keeping him, that probably means he's not really worthy. Who else needs to make the cut? Cyborg, I'm not too sure about just yet. This Domino figure surprised me a lot. I really liked it. There is like, the more I look at it, the more fun I actually end up having with it than I think I'm going to when I pose around and play with it. Like, she actually got a couple of highlights this year. And shout outs to Zazzy Beats, just for good old appreciation. You gonna stay? Awesome, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, if I could have brought one back, I could have made this a top 10 list. But we're gonna etch some more people out. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Lucio's out. I really like this. You guys know how much I love Overwatch. I actually dropped a Overwatch highlight reel video on this channel. Surprisingly, it didn't feature much of him, even though I do play a lot of him. I just didn't have that many great captures of him from the footage that I had to draw from. But yeah, I mean, can't wait for Overwatch 2. You guys should definitely also follow me on Twitch at JohnsonIsLovely if you're going to, like, if you want to see me play some more games and talk about stuff like this and all of other sorts of things, man, really. But yeah, shoutouts to Lucio. Shoutouts to Overwatch. Okay, if if the house was on fire and I can only grab 3 of these. I know Black Panther is one of the first ones that I'm grabbing. And I mean, it's kind of it's a little bit unfair because I mean, these figure bodies have not held up that great, but I get so much use out of these. And rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. Like, that emotional connection is what's really holding me over. Same thing with Jack Landers here. Obviously, he was also a top 10 contender for last year. The SPD season is one of my favorite Power Ranger seasons of all time. So he is pretty much safe. You know, now that I'm kind of looking at it. Alright, Cyborg, you can go. Vader can go. War Machine can go. And I'm kind of actually surprised that 2 female figures made this list. And I mean, not as a knock to female action figures. You know that I'm a complete advocate for the fact that boys play with girl action figure toys as well. It's a wonderful thing. But I absolutely adored Zazzy Beats in Deadpool 2. I loved Rosario Dawson in the Netflix Defender series, even though those shows themselves didn't really get that much justice. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and shave this down to 3 miles. You were giving me a lot of trouble earlier. And I'm actually the more I look at this figure, the more that I'm excited for the Sentinel version from the company Sentinel with a better articulation and removable clothes. So yeah, he's gone. And Domino. But yeah, so I guess these, as of right now, are the top 3 figures in the culture set for me out of everything that I have right now. So, oh, and surprise, surprise, they're all Hasbro figures. 2 of them are Marvel Legends. It's almost like it's by design. But yeah, the Vibranium Suit Black Panther, SPD Red Ranger, and Claire Temple / Night Nurse. And once again, shout outs to all of the black creatives that help these characters see the light of day. Shout outs to the original creators of these characters, regardless of what their identity is. Shout outs to Black Excellence. Happy Black History Month. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Once again, I invite you to come join this channel and just hear me talk about the random stuff that I enjoy, alongside some music selections here and there. I just released a new song last month. It's called Perfect Life. It's available everywhere on streaming services, and it's just a lot of fun to really do this, and it's a lot more fun to do it with people. So thank you guys so much, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Take care.